Now that we're in the era of positionless basketball, the hybrid forward has replaced the traditional power forward. In the NBA today, you have players playing multiple positions, and this type of forward is critical. They're similar to the traditional power forwards, but possess the skills to slide down a position and play like a wing, or slide up a position and steal minutes as a big if necessary. When building a roster, this is one of the most important positions to fill, even though they're not always the focal point of the offense. I'm going to break down what NBA scouts look for in these players and the impact their skill set has on the game. I'm Anthony Goods, the Stanford Gentleman turned NBA scout, and if you could spare 2 seconds, please hit the like and the subscribe button. Your support goes a long way, and it really helps grow this channel. But we're talking hybrid forwards today, so let's go ahead and get started. One of the first things we'll talk about is the impact a hybrid forward can have when playing in isolation. In a perfect world, your hybrid forward can isolate and have an advantage against the big. Because of their size, they often get cross-matched against each other over the course of a game. If you have more of a perimeter-oriented hybrid forward, it can immensely help your offense by creating mismatches and opening up the floor. It's not out of this world for a big to have to guard a forward, but we all know that bigs rather guard bigs if they can help it. Additionally, the flow of the game will bring other switches as well, and with switches come mismatches, so the forwards NBA scouts want must be able to punish these mismatches. If a forward has a size or skill advantage, it's a plus if they can efficiently make the defense pay. And it doesn't have to be just by scoring. If a wing is guarding a hybrid forward, that usually means a hybrid forward or a big is guarding a perimeter player. This could be an advantage for the offense. If your forward can deliver the right pass, it's love. Staying on the topic of passing, a hybrid forward's ability to distribute is one of the first things I look for when scouting this position. These players are special because they touch the ball and make decisions all over the floor. It could be in transition, it could be in the half court, it can be on the ball, it could be off the ball. They touch the ball a lot more frequently than other positions. Connecting the offense is an integral part of their role, and if they can involve the bigs and other teammates, it makes the offense dangerous. And a lot of times you'll see this play out with their versatility in pick and roll. I love involving hybrid forwards in pick and roll actions. As short rollers, they're extremely dangerous, punishing the defense on the backside and making the right decision. For example, Jalen Johnson's IQ on this play really stands out. He not only anticipates the switch, but he gets behind the switch and has an easy decision to either score or find the big. IQ is almost always necessary in this position. As ball handlers in pick and roll, hybrid forwards also present challenges. In 4-5 pick and rolls in particular, they put the defense at risk. If the defense can't switch successfully and they have to play a more traditional pick and roll coverage, guards and wings have to rotate onto rolling bigs, which creates mismatches. Even an inverted screen like a 4-3 or a 4-2 pick and roll with wings and guards can cause rotational confusion when a forward can pass effectively. Pick and roll is probably where a hybrid forward can make the most impact. But off the ball, he can make an impact too, especially if he can shoot the ball. With today's three-point volume, a forward absolutely needs to be able to shoot the ball. Forwards spend so much time on the perimeter and get frequent touches. Having players that can stretch the floor for ball handlers and rim runners is a huge advantage when they're off the ball. Having a forward that can shoot usually leads to one more rotation that can lead to a more efficient shot. I've been using PrizePicks this football season, and once you play $5 in lineups, you'll receive a guaranteed $50 if you use my promo code. I'm going to explain everything in a minute, but first let me make my picks. This week I see the Eagles winning, but I think Saquon's going to get less than 109 yards rushing this week. And for my second pick, I rock with the Detroit Lions, but I think Jared Goff is going to throw for less than 266 yards, so I'm going to select less on this one. If you want to make your picks, go to PrizePicks.com and use my promo code AGOODS24. PrizePicks is the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports, and if you have the skill, you could turn $10 into $1,000 in just a few taps. PrizePicks is really simple to play, and I can make my picks and submit my lineup in less than 60 seconds. Go to PrizePicks.com and use promo code AGOODS24 to receive a guaranteed $50 once you play $5 in lineups. Again, go to PrizePicks.com and use promo code AGOODS24 to receive a guaranteed $50 once you play $5 in lineups. That's PrizePicks.com and the promo code is AGOODS24. Daily fantasy sports made easy. Staying off the ball is great when you have a forward with a good feel for the game and an IQ to know when to cut or move to an open space. Great off-ball movement and cutting are assets. Moving without the ball is essential for an offense with flow. Hybrid forwards often have the size and mobility to exploit opportunities without the ball in their hands. This ability always stands out to NBA scouts, especially in the point guard era where all eyes are usually on the guards. It's always great to have that big target that can finish over the rim. And for the same reason, forwards are valuable in transition as well. Forwards who can run the floor and finish in transition are gold. They're usually the tallest players on the break, and if they can finish above the rim, it's a valuable skill to capitalize on fast break opportunities. Now let's switch to the defensive side. On the defensive end, ideally, you want a forward who can switch. As I mentioned before, cross-switching happens frequently during the game, and having a forward who's a multi-positional defender is almost a must in today's NBA. If they're a lockdown defender, that's great, but being able to switch and not lose the possession is just as valuable. And while it's not a necessity, it's great if a hybrid forward can offer some rim or paint protection. Primary or help side shot blocking is valuable, but you can also protect the rim by keeping the ball in front of you and getting through screens. On-ball defense is sought after at every position by NBA front offices. The better a multi-positional defender is, the more value they bring to a team. And lastly, we can't overlook the importance of rebounding. You can't win games if you can't seal possessions. A forward must rebound at the rim and outside of their area to maximize their impact on both ends. So there it is. The hybrid forward has replaced the traditional power forward in today's NBA through their versatility and impact on the game. These players aren't just role players, they're a huge part to a team's success. Go in the comments and let me know 2 hybrid forwards y'all like in the NBA that aren't named LeBron James. And if you like this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. As always, keep shooting, and I'll keep scouting.
The narrative when they started pushing that positionless basketball. And they say, oh, the game is position, but shut the fuck up. That's not a thing. Right? There's no player who played basketball will have used positionless. I cannot put Steph Curry at the 5. No. So that means he is not positionless. Clay, can you play the 5? Nope. He's not positionless. Hey, Wiggins, can you play the 5? Nope. He's not positionless. So the only thing that makes it positionless is one guy, a 5-man who can dribble. Oh, yeah. A 4-man who can dribble, or he can guard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's the only fucker on the team that's positionless. It's one person positionless.
Okay, cool.
That's his value. That's not the value of everybody. There's guys who are positionless. Most of everybody else has to be put into position because when they play against someone who's playing regular basketball, who's not dumb, you're crying about the free throw.
100%.
Hey man, our 6'4" guy is getting killed by this 6'10" guy. I thought this shit was positionless.
We gotta make a trade.
We gotta make a trade. Get somebody bigger in here.